Well, GM is recalling more than 3 million cars over ignition problems. In a statement, GM says the switches can rotate out of the run position if the key has excess weight, and the car experiences some jarring event like hitting a pothole or crossing railroad tracks. And that can shut off the engines and disable power steering, causing drivers to lose control. The airbags also don't work as well. And the recall affects 7 different types of cars with model years ranging from 2000 to 2014. And speaking of cars, Tesla is adding another vehicle to its stock. For the last 2 years, the electric car company only offered the Model S sedan. But Tesla's crossover Model X will be available early next year. Customers paid $40 million in deposits when the design was revealed, and the company has been taking reservations ever since. The price of the new car hasn't yet been released. Up next on 23 ABC News at 11 a.m., Mr. Food, plus the food may be tasting different at your favorite restaurants. The latest on the FDA's salt ruling coming up on 23 ABC.
And we're seeing those winds along the coastline, and also here at home. We'll talk about when we get a break in those wind gusts coming up next.
Well, the government could soon pressure your favorite restaurants to cut back on salt. It's a long-awaited federal effort to try to prevent thousands of deaths each year from heart disease and stroke. The Food and Drug Administration is preparing to issue voluntary guidelines asking the food industry to lower sodium levels. The food industry has already made some reductions and has prepared for government action since a medical report said companies had not made enough progress on making foods less salty. And speaking of salty foods, how about old-fashioned tangy cabbage? It's what they're serving up this morning in Mr. Food's Test Kitchen under the big top.
We're back. After all, she deserves some. Ooh, it's so good. There you go. Woo-hoo.
Well, all right. You can also get this recipe on our website at turnto23.com. Elena, I just don't know what to say after that one.
I couldn't tell if it was about tightrope walking or cabbage. It was a little confusing, but I will watch any video of an elephant eating apples. That was pretty adorable. Out over Tehachapi, you see the wind is knocking around our camera. Saturday, pretty nice.
All right, looking good, Elena. I'm feeling the allergies on the Chio pods.
The Chino pods.
Oh,
it's a little grain pollen.
Okay, I almost thought you said chia pets at first. Okay. Oh.
We can blame them too.
All right, Elena, thanks for that. Well, speaking of animals, how many people does it take to catch a runaway bull? Apparently, it takes quite a few. A bull made a break for freedom yesterday afternoon in North Carolina after a cattle truck overturned, and police, cowboys, witnesses, even a man on his lunch break worked to catch the bull. They were finally able to capture it after a 2-hour search in the woods, and 2 police officers were treated at the hospital for heat exhaustion. A Florida boater caught the ride of a lifetime with a whale shark. It was captured on video, and a few other people got in on the action as well. And last Friday, charter captain Jamie Botswick and his friends saw the shark coming towards their boat. So they jumped in, grabbed the whale shark's fin, and hung on for the ride. Marine experts, however, say touching a whale shark like how they did, well, it could be harmful, and just be careful because the skin might be poisonous. They say it's okay to swim with them from a distance. Brave. Well, up next on 23 ABC News at 11 a.m., comedian Tracy Morgan's condition has changed after being in the hospital for weeks. We'll show you how he's doing coming up on 23 ABC.
You're watching.
Well, millions of soccer fans here in the U.S. are still celebrating this morning following a dramatic win in the 2014 World Cup. Have a listen. You heard right, with the game tied 1-1, substitute John Brooks took a header from a corner kick and netted the game, winning the goal against Ghana. Brooks became the first U.S. substitute to ever score a goal, dating all the way back to 1930. It's a big win for the Team USA, and Ghana had beaten the U.S. in our previous 2 World Cups. Next up, the U.S. will meet Portugal on Sunday. Then powerhouse Germany a week from Thursday. Fun stuff. Well, actor-comedian Tracy Morgan has been upgraded to fair condition following a deadly accident that badly injured him and killed a friend. The former Saturday Night Live star suffered broken ribs and a broken leg in the June 7th crash on the New Jersey Turnpike. Morgan was one of several people injured while riding in a limo car when the car was struck by a Walmart truck. The crash killed comedian James McNair. Prosecutors say Walmart driver Kevin Roper has pleaded not guilty to death by auto and assault by auto charges. Well, many people may look at Toronto Mayor Rob Ford and see dysfunction, but one Canadian writer sees Shakespeare.
Probably in a drunken stupor. Oops, I made a blooper. I'm a drug abuser and now it's all over.
He's not Rob Ford, but Jeff Stone thinks he could be, at least in the production Rob Ford the Musical. Auditions are currently underway, and Rob Ford the Musical is set to open at Toronto's Factory Theatre in September. Good times. And up next on 23 ABC News at 11 a.m., we'll have one last check of your current cast 23.
Protecting your home is a priority for.
And in today's Right This Minute video, it's a proposal, not a presentation to the bigwigs at Apple. It took 3 months to plan. 8 years ago, Seffi met Tanya and he wooed her with technology. To propose, he first asked her to marry him with a light show using a quadcopter and LED lights, and then presented her with a 3D printed ring while it had white gold casting. You can see all of the day's top videos every weekday on Right This Minute here on 23 ABC News at 11:30 a.m. What a high-tech proposal.
Techie love, I like it.
Techie love.
Very cool. Hey, let's take a quick look outside. Very mild conditions. The Tehachapi Planner right now at 66. You get to 69 by the noon hour. 73 is your high at 3 p.m. But a little bit windy out there. Kern River Valley, as we talk about your temperatures, does not want to. Hello, Kern River Valley.
Oh, there they
it goes.
go.
Hey, 65 by 8 a.m., 76 by noon. So we're going to keep climbing. We're going to get you to 81 this afternoon here in Bakersfield, 87.
Looks good. Looking good, Elaine. All right. Well, thank you for watching us, and stay tuned for 23 ABC News at 5 and 6 tonight.